I'm going to show you how to test this range. Now, since we don't have natural gas or propane gas to hook to this range, what we're going to use to pressurize the system and pump it up to test for leaks is this piece of equipment here. Now, this is commonly used in the RV industry for testing ranges for leaks. What it does is it measures in ounces of pressure. We're going to pump this thing up to about 8 ounces. 8 ounces is equivalent to a half a pound or 14 inches of water column pressure. Now, as you probably know, natural gas, usually the gas supply comes in at about 7 inches. So 14 inches is twice the value that the natural gas coming into the unit is going to be. So we're going to use 8 ounces or 14 inches of pressure. So to save a little time, what I've done is I went ahead and put a fitting in the regulator that this tester is going to attach to. So I screwed it in. You want to make sure you use some type of pipe dope, because I find that a lot of times it'll leak right at this connection if you don't use pipe dope and it is not tightly attached. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook this tester up. Now, you can just lay it up on top of the unit here while you're making the connection. Takes the 7/8 or a 3/4 inch wrench to tighten it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pressurize the system by pumping up the air to the system. And like I said, we're going to go to about 8 ounces. You got to easily pump because the pressure really jumps quickly. There's a little bleeder valve on the plunger to help take it down around 8 ounces. Now, you don't have to be perfectly accurate, just get as close as possible to that 8 ounces. And then shut it off and turn this valve off. That'll lock out any possible leak that could happen in this area. Now that you've got it pressurized, just lay it on top of the unit. Now, you might see on some ranges that this pressure is slowly dropping. That doesn't necessarily mean that you've got a large leak. This will really measure a very small leak. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it drop a little bit. So if necessary, go ahead and open it up and pump a little more air into it just to keep that pressure up while you're leak testing the range. Now we're gonna go ahead and leak test the range with soap solution, just like you would for any gas leak. And we want to check the connection on the top of the unit that goes down to the oven section, as well as the gas connection in the oven section where the gas line connects to the valve. Go ahead and observe and watch for a leak at either of those areas. If you don't see any bubbles, we consider this range leak tight. If that's the case, go ahead and take a sticker and put it alongside the regulator on the main side of the range. That'll show that this range has been tested, should somebody question later whether we had tested the range or not. Again, like I said, this tester here, even if it's dropping slowly, we're really using it to keep the pressure up to check for leaks. If you don't see any leaks at the fittings with this pressure in the 8 ounce area, then they're not going to find a leak with natural gas at all.